Coming to New Zealand, there's probably even more opportunities than there were when I moved in the early 2000s. We've got a really strong economy. We've got lots of inward migration. People want to live here. But unfortunately, the infrastructure investment over the last 30 to 40 years hasn't been what it should be. So we're building all sorts of infrastructure, roads, water infrastructure, communications infrastructure, and we need engineers and planners and scientists to help us with that. Auckland's our biggest city, and there's about 1.5 or maybe nearly 2 million people living here, so it's the focus of a lot of our infrastructure investment, and there's a lot of work here. But there's also opportunities outside of Auckland. I would say the decision should be made based on your lifestyle. Do you prefer to surf? Do you prefer to ski? Do you prefer to mountain bike? You could be in the North Island or the South Island, and there's a lot of choice available. I've got a young family. I've got 2 teenage daughters and an 8-year-old son. My lifestyle is to a large extent dictated by them, which I don't think is a bad thing. So we spend a lot of time outdoors. We spend a lot of time at the beach, not just this one, but other ones further afield. But sport's really taken over our lives. My kids play football and rugby. Football, by that I mean soccer, and rugby in the winter. We ski. In the summertime we play cricket. There's all sorts of opportunity for kids to get outdoors. One thing that I'm proud of is that my house does not contain an Xbox or a PlayStation. There's just no need for it. What we're really looking for is people who can work effectively as part of a team. So collaborative people who can listen as well as talk, as well as express their views and work creatively in a team environment to come up with outstanding solutions. So we're happy to talk to people about the specifics of what it might mean for their family moving to New Zealand. We've got people who will be in the UK in February, or we can connect to people who may have been through the experience back in New Zealand, and be they Tonkin & Taylor employees or partners or even children if your family are interested in talking to them. When I worked in the UK, I was working for a large multidisciplinary engineering consultancy. We're about 18 or 20,000 people at the time. We're listed on the London Stock Exchange. The difference coming to New Zealand and to Tonkin & Taylor is that Tonkin & Taylor is employee owned. We're owned by about 100 shareholders who are all employees throughout New Zealand and Australia. The difference that makes is it allows us to be self-determining. We chart our own course both as a company and as individuals within the company. At Tonkin & Taylor, one of our values is a value of care, and that translates into how we look after our employees, but also how we look after our employees' families. We really encourage people to get out and about and to involve their families in as many activities as possible. We understand that you've got to get that balance right, and if people aren't happy because of their home life or what they're doing outside of work, then they're not going to be happy in work. So we recognise that we need to look after both sides of the person. So by going to the UK, what I'm hoping to achieve is to connect with some people who share similar passions and values to us at Tonkin & Taylor, and to hopefully inspire them to come back and share this lifestyle with us.